Jaws.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Today we are watching a mammoth of a film, something that has been requested by so many people and also suggested to me across the many years that I should watch this film. It's one of those films that's come up as a favourite for quite a few, and that is Jaws from 1975. Now it's strange that I know a few things about this, vaguely. I know there's a quote that a lot of people have said to me previously in the past, which is, "You're gonna need a bigger boat." And that's the only thing that I know other than this one specific scene from a film, The Master of Disguise.
Dark-haired guy run by, Chief. Dark-haired guy go in the water. Shark in the water. My wee Spanish lady. 29 kids go in the water. 22 kids come out of the water. The ice cream man, he take the rest.
And if there's going to be a scene that says something similar, then I'm probably going to quote it. Also, don't forget to stick around until afterwards when we check out the trivia right at the end. But without further ado, this is Jaws from 1975. I can hear nautical sounds. I know the soundtrack as well. Dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. But I've not seen it in the context of this film, so... Oh, it's John Williams that does it. Ah, they're all having fun. I'm curious to see why this is everybody's favourite film. Don't get me wrong, I've heard really good things. He looks a bit fishy. Nah, he's just in love, trying to seduce the lady. I was gonna say, she's not interested.
Chrissy!
Running off, but she is.
Where are we going?
Swimming!
I'm not drunk!
I'm not drunk, I'm just falling over constantly.
I'm coming!
Now we know why it's someone's favourite film. I joke.
I can swim!
I think a bit of day for night shooting a second ago. That was a nice shot with the sunset though. Central of the bay. That's a lovely sunset. Oh.
Come on in the water!
Sunrise? Oh yeah, the other thing I know about this film is that this film made everyone scared to get in the water. Fear of the unknown. What's below you? Okay, I see why. And he is oblivious. I know she's far out, but can you not hear her screams? Far enough out for the boy thing, so... And then she was never seen again. Oh yeah, it's not going to seem weird much, is it? Oh yeah, I was at this gathering with friends. Went off with this girl and she disappeared.
How come the sun didn't used to shine on you?
We bought the house in the fall. This is summer.
And now the sun does shine in there.
There's somebody feed the dogs.
They live by the ocean.
See the kids?
Let me get coffee first. Then I might do.
They must be in the backyard.
In Amity, you say yard.
They're in the yard.
In the yard.
Not too far from the car. How's that?
Like
pretty
you're
good.
from New York.
Those swings are dangerous. Stay off there. I haven't fixed them yet.
And let the kid have fun.
What do they usually do? Watch out
make
for
sure you don't go
floaters.
past
What?
Oh, look at the place they live.
Be careful, will you?
In this town?
Amity. Amity Police. Bye-bye now. Reminds me of the house I've seen in another film. It's like the girl that got eaten. 50th annual something. What was it that it said on the sign?
She must have drowned.
Oh god, with like an annual beach event. Found the body of the girl. Washed up ashore. Oh god. They portray the being by the sea really well in this film.
Well, you're up awful early.
The kid's traumatized.
Gotta keep that outdated stuff off my desk. Just the pending, all right?
Yes, Chief. Now, we got a bunch of calls about that karate school.
I think it just passed over her head.
Karate, the picket fences.
Shark Tank.
Hey, Chief.
Where do we keep the beach closed signs?
Chief. We never had it. There's a damn truck with New Hampshire plates on it smack in front of my store.
Small town life.
Just fill it out.
Someone's parked in front of my store, Chief. I can hear the, like a marching band. Is that for the 50th annual thing that's going on?
Yeah.
Look at this. Who did it with that big?
The Amity Island 4th of July celebration. There you go.
If I can't get service from
Don't make a mess.
Polly sent me to find you to tell you that there's a bunch of Boy Scouts out in April Bay doing their mile swim.
Oh God, with sharks.
Beach is closed. No swimming. By order of the Amity PD.
Or you could say, beware, sharks, just in case.
Listen, we had a shark attack at South Beach this morning.
Holly, take me over those kids, will you?
All the big wigs.
You gonna shut down the beaches on your own authority?
Well, what other authority do I need?
Technically, you need a civic ordinance or a resolution by a board of select.
That's just...
Who are you?
We're really a little anxious that you're rushing into something serious here. It's first summer, you know.
What does that mean?
If people can't swim here, they're all glad to swim at the beaches of Cape Cod.
So they want to pass over a shark attack?
That doesn't mean we have to serve them up a smorgasbord.
Exactly. Pass over a shark attack just for the town's image.
Possibly, yes, a boating.
That's not what you told me over the phone.
I was wrong.
You just don't want to give it a bad name.
Swims out a little far. Fishing boat comes along.
It's happened before.
I don't think you appreciate the gut reaction people have to these things. Marty,
His name is Martin as well. Didn't realise.
you yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
I know it's 4th of July, but you need to say that. They're just, you know, rug, sweeping it under.
Just 10 more minutes.
Thanks.
Please don't tell me the kid's gonna get taken.
When do I get to become an islander?
I thought that woman was dead for a second. That lady. Oh, she's about to be. Oh, I think I know one other thing about this film. It's a shot I've seen somewhere. I'm sure it's him standing there, sitting there. What's that? Oh, thanks for that. They are good at building the tension in this.
I've got a couple of problems with the house. I wish
Dad.
get down to the office and that next to the office.
It's just constant false alarms.
Are you okay?
No, he's a little on edge.
Listen, if the kids...
Oh God. No, the kids. Keep the kids out of the water. Well, they're all gonna die.
It's cold. We know all about you, Chief.
Some bad hat, Harry.
Chief Brody, you are uptight.
I got a bad feeling. Who's Pippin? The dog? Oh no, it was the dog. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the kid on the raft.
Did you see that?
Oh, shh. Oh. That! The contra zoom. Love that. Oh. The film nerd in me is like, oh. I think it's Alex that's gone.
Alex?
Oh God. Oh God. I was going to say, please don't tell me a body part's going to float up, but it's just that.
Alex Kintner is the kid who was missing.
Catch and kill the shark. I don't think people are going to be able to kill that shark.
I gotta talk to Mrs. Kintner because this is gonna turn into a contest.
It's going to get a harpoon. They wanted to sweep it under the bloody rug as well.
It's a small story. I'm going to bury it as deep as I can. The ad is going to...
Not only me, because I have a motel. How do you feel about it?
I hope they don't close.
Well, her point of view is she wants to keep it open because of the hotel. No, I think you need to close.
Is that $3,000 bounty on the shark in cash or check?
For God's sake.
I don't think that's funny at all.
Martin,
Yes?
I just want to tell you what we're planning so far.
What about the beaches, Chief?
We're going to put on extra summer deputies as soon as possible. Use shark spotters on the beach.
Are you going to close the beaches?
Yes, please?
Yes, we are.
Yes! That's what you need to do.
I didn't agree to that.
What did you say for 24 hours?
24 hours is like 3 weeks.
A woman shouting, 24 hours is like 3 weeks. Oh, no thanks. Who's that? 29 go into the water, 22 will come out of the water.
You all know me. I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. This shark, swallow you whole.
Dana Carvey did a good job.
I value my neck a lot more than $3,000, Chief. Find him for 3, but I'll catch him and kill him for 10.
Oh, he's gonna be the one.
I don't want no volunteers. I don't want no mates. There's too many captains on this island. $10,000 for me by myself. For that you get the head,
Cha-ching.
tail, the whole damn thing.
Sold.
Thank you very much, Mr. Quint. Take it under advisement.
Are they gonna say no?
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.
They are clueless. It seems like he would do a good job. He's the only one that said, "Oh, try and catch it and kill it." Vibration detector, erratic impulses. Oh, so they're just trying to figure out ways that they could. Yeah, he's trying to learn about sharks.
You scared me.
You scared him? Sorry, he scared you? You mean the other way around, really?
People don't even know how old sharks are. I mean, if they live 2,000-3,000 years.
It's probably not going to help him either. Trying to learn about sharks. It's not going to solve the problem. Although it's just probably learning patterns and stuff.
Want to get drunk and fool around?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mikey really loves his present.
Where is it?
Out by the sea.
Sitting in it.
Oh, shoot. Get out of the freaking water. What are you doing?
All right, Michael, out of the boat!
It's a boat.
It's in the boat.
Perfect time to give him the boat present.
Get out of that boat!
Hi, Dad. Just a little longer.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
I don't want him on the ocean.
He's not on the ocean, he is in a boat. I don't think he'll ever go in the water again after what happened yesterday.
He's in the water. The boat is in the water.
But I want him to read the boating regulations, the rules.
Oh, that's ominous.
Michael!
Get out the
Did you
boat.
hear your father out of the water now?
Changes her mind instantly seeing that picture.
Stop before someone reports us. Chief lives on the other side of the island.
Thanks for frightening the hell out of me.
Better catch something. This is
Oh, no.
$3,000 buys an awful lot of roast.
They are clueless. That might not be there for too much longer. But how did they catch the shark? See, personally, I don't like sharks anyway. I find them pretty scary. And if I heard that there was a shark attack, I'd be like, I'm not going anywhere near that. It's like the Jurassic Park water. Ta-da. Unravel that, you're about to go in the water.
He's taking it, he's taking it.
So that's going to knock that down. Yeah, get out of the way. Oh, he's shark meat. Yeah, the shark's coming back to you.
Charlie, take my word for it. Don't look back. Come on, Charlie. Square.
That's just terrifying. It was going the other way, just floating, and then all of a sudden it just turns around, so you know that that thing is coming for you. Do you know what's really interesting? Is the fact that we haven't seen the shark.
Can we go home now?
I like that. It still keeps that mystery that you don't know if it's a shark or not.
How to tell Charlie's wife what happened to her freezer full of meat.
That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
Mrs. Kidner must have put her ad in Field and Stream.
More like the National Enquirer.
Yeah, with everybody knowing. Jesus.
Hello.
Hello back, young fella. How are you? Say, I hope you're not going out with those nuts, are you?
I recognise him.
Officer, wait a second.
I would not be going in the water.
Watch it, that's dynamite. You've been away from me. Where are you going with that?
It's dynamite? What the frick are you doing? Let's just go and blow up stuff, shall we? I think they're all just trying to catch the shark.
Then can you tell me if there's a good restaurant or hotel on the island?
You walk straight ahead.
Into the water.
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
They're all gonna die.
Now, you gotta get somebody to help us. Yeah, get those roadblock signs out on the highway.
Throws rocks. Hi.
What are you doing out there? These are your people.
Did you see all the license plates out in the parking lot? Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey?
Jesus, they've come from all over.
What happened to the extra help we're supposed to have?
That's not until the 4th of July. Between now and then, it's you and me.
You know those 8 guys in the fantail launch out there?
Yeah?
Well, none of them are gonna get out of the harbor alive. Listen, could you tell me how I could find Chief Brody?
That's me. I'm here early.
Who are you?
Matt Hooper. I'm from the Oceanographic Institute.
Yes.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, you're the guy we called.
Their fathers have never met the mothers when they...
This is just a death mission. What are they doing?
You want a slot machine? $8,000 divided.
Oh, great, the explosives. There you go. Jesus.
What you slamming?
What are you putting blood? It's a blood to put in the water. That's just going to draw the shark in.
Probable boating accident. All right.
Was that all that was left of her body? That tray?
Can only be estimated from the partial remains.
Please don't tell me we're going to see it.
The torso has been severed in mid-thorax. There are no major organs remaining. May I have a glass of water, please? This was no boat accident. Did you notify the Coast Guard about this?
No, it was only local jurisdiction.
You should probably notify her because the shark can travel.
And portions of the rib cage are intact. Do not smoke in here. Thank you very much. This is what happens.
Lovely.
The enormous amount of tissue loss prevents any detailed analysis. However, the attacking...
That guy was fed up a second ago. Come on.
Well, this is not a boat accident. It wasn't any coral reef, and it wasn't Jack the Ripper.
It was a shark. So they caught the shark. But did they? Is that big enough?
I want to get a picture for the paper.
Ben Gardner, get this?
No, we got it.
Maybe it is it, but it seems a bit too small.
Get a picture for the paper.
There he is again.
One row standing. Come on, just
I see that guy and all I think of is the other character.
How's that? What about our money? Larry, you won't believe it.
We got it. Shark comes out of the water behind.
But what kind? What kind of shark?
It's a tiger shark.
Doesn't eat humans.
What I'm saying is that it may not be a shark.
This is Larry Vaughn, our mayor.
Hi.
There are all kinds of sharks in the waters.
Yeah.
And the chances that these bozos got the exact shark...
Now, there's no other sharks like this in these
That's what I was thinking. There's a fair amount.
Now, I'm not saying that this is not the shark. It probably is.
Many in the bay, really? Or out in close waters?
The bite radius on this animal is different than the wounds on the victim.
He's listening.
The digestive system of this animal is very, very slow.
Check it.
Whatever
Yep.
it's eaten in the last 24 hours is bound to still be in there, and then we'll be sure.
Yeah, you should do that.
This is not the time or the place to perform some kind of a half-assed autopsy on it.
No, it's the sweep under the rug. It's the perfect place.
Thing cut open and see that little Kentner boy spill out all...
Not on there. In the room. Oh, God, I was about to say, please don't tell me that's the families. Definitely can't do it now.
Chief Brody,
Yes?
Yeah. All right. What was that for?
I just found out that a girl got killed here last week.
Oh, you didn't shut it down before.
You knew it. You
Yeah.
knew there was a shark out there, but you let people go swimming anyway.
He tried to stop them.
You knew all those things, but still my boy is dead now. And there's nothing you can do about it. I wanted you to know that.
Oh, God bless her. That's going to eat him up inside.
I'm sorry, Martin. She's wrong.
No, she's right. He did know, and this should have been stopped before then. If it wasn't for you guys being like, let's hide it from everybody.
How have you and Carl take it out tomorrow and dump it in the drink?
It's not the sharks that are going to keep him awake at night. It's the thought of what's happened. With his boy sitting there as well. And his little boys copying him. Even the hands. He just hurt the boy. What'd you have done as well if it was him? Aww.
Give us a kiss.
Why?
Because I need it.
Because he's thinking about what if he'd lost him, I think.
The door was open. Mind if I come in? Matt Hoop.
Door was open.
Thank you.
Oh, wine. How nice.
Why did you bring wine? He doesn't think that he's got the shark anyway, so...
How was your day?
Swell.
Yeah, that's peachy.
Red and white. I didn't know what you'd be serving.
Oh, that's nice.
Is anyone eating this?
No.
I'll just have myself. Thank you very much.
My husband tells me you're in sharks.
Into.
Oh, yes. I've never heard it.
Not in sharks.
But yes, I am. I love sharks.
You love sharks.
Yeah, I love them. When I was 12 years old, my father got me this boat, and I went fishing off of Cape Cod. I hooked a 4.5-foot baby thresher shark who proceeded to eat my boat.
Jesus.
I turned around and I actually saw my boat being taken apart, and ever since then, yes, I have been studying sharks.
That sounds like a bloody intense attack of a shark.
I'm gonna go to the Institute tomorrow and tell them that you still have a shark problem here.
Why do you have to tell them that?
You told me the shark was caught.
They caught a shark.
What, yeah.
Not the shark. Which I wanted to prove today by cutting the shark open, but you want to let that breathe for nothing.
It's just, oh, Jesus, that's a big glass. And he's like, I need a lot.
You're gonna be the only rational man left on this island after I leave tomorrow.
Where are you going?
What? Yeah, why is he leaving?
I am going on the Aurora.
Aurora, what is that?
It's a floating asylum. Pure research, 18 months at sea.
Martin hates boats. Martin hates water. Martin sits in his car and we go on the ferry to the mainland.
Is there any wonder now?
I guess it's a childhood thing. There's a clinical name for it, isn't there?
Drowning.
Oh, that's why.
Most people get attacked by sharks in 3 feet of water, about 10 feet from the beach. Keep swimming around in a place where the feeding is good until the food supply is gone, right?
It's called territoriality.
Then why don't we have one more drink and go down and cut that shark open?
Bingo. That's what you need to do.
Can you do that?
You need to. Not can you.
I can do anything. I'm the chief of police.
Exactly. Gotta admit, if I had the decision of cutting it open or not, but I probably would have done the same just to be sure, because otherwise you've got more deaths on your hands. Probably a boot. Okay, tin can. What?
He didn't need a car, did he?
What the hell?
Tiger shark's like a garbage can, it'll eat anything.
I'm honestly surprised there wasn't a boot in there somewhere.
That's it.
That's not the shark.
Gotta close the beach, call the mayor.
Got a bigger problem than that, Martin. You still got a hell of a fish out there with a mouth about this big.
Fantastic.
If he is a rogue, and there's any truth to territoriality at all, we've got a good chance of spotting him between Cape Scott and South Beach.
It's very specific.
We gotta find him right now. He's a night feeder.
On the water?
At night?
Can't do that.
Yes, you can.
You're gonna go out on the water at night in a foggy evening?
There's so many problems, you never feel like you're accomplishing anything.
Perfect set of circumstances, yeah.
But in Amity, one man can make a difference.
And he's drunk.
In 25 years, there's never been a shooting or a murder in this town.
That's been reported.
Come on, Pretzel.
Where are we?
We're right in the stretch where he's been feeding.
Brilliant, just don't drop that pretzel into the water.
Who pays for all this stuff?
I paid
Stole
for this
it.
mostly myself, actually.
You're kidding. You rich?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they pay a guy like you to watch sharks?
Doesn't make much sense for a guy who hates the water to live on an island either.
You've got a very good point.
It's only an island if you look at it from the water.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, it does make a lot of sense.
What is that thing doing?
It's a fish finder. It's probably just a school of mackerel or something off.
You sure?
Wait a minute.
There's something else out there.
Yep. You're on a boat at night. They've really set the atmosphere well in this scene. Okay. Is that a boat? Yeah.
That's Ben Gardner's
You know
boat.
him?
It's all banged up. Sure, I know him. He's a fisherman. What happened?
Attacked by the shark.
Look, Martin, I've got to go down there and check their hull.
You're not going down there.
Hit the lights for me.
Oh my god. I hope that guy survives. He seems like a genuinely nice guy. I'm loving this film so far. The shots and stuff. So he's going to go into the water.
Don't worry, Martin. Nothing's gonna happen.
He's crazy.
Well, what am I supposed to do while you're gone?
Absolutely nothing. Don't touch any of the equipment.
But what happens if you need him? He doesn't even know how to work the equipment. I mean, it's not likely that the shark is going to be near the boat it's already shipwrecked, but you never know, because it might still be, if it's eating the guy, it might still be devouring it. Oh my god. That's where it bit through. Oh god, is there a... What the f... Oh god, is there a... What the f... I thought the shark was gonna fit in there instead. Then it was gonna jump out through the hole.
This is a great white, Larry. A big one. And any shark expert in the world will tell you it's a killer. It's a man-eater.
A stake to claim in the waters off Amity Island.
So it's a great white.
Eat here as long as there is food in the water.
Holy sh... Love the guy's jacket, by the way.
A shark is attracted to the exact kind of splashing and activity that occurs whenever human beings go in swimming. You cannot avoid it.
If you open the beaches on the 4th of July, it's like ringing the dinner bell for...
If they could have blocked off the beach from the rest of the ocean, then maybe.
It was Ben Gardner's boat. It was all chewed up. I helped tow it in.
And Ben was there as well.
Oh, I didn't see it. He dropped him.
I had an accident.
And what did you say the name of this shark is?
Great.
It's a Carcharodon carcharius. It's a great white.
Yeah, great white.
You don't have the tooth. We depend on the summer people here for our very lives.
You are not going to have a summer unless you deal with this problem.
We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going to have to hire somebody to kill the shark. I don't think one of you are familiar with our problems.
I think that I am familiar with the fact that you are going to ignore this particular problem.
Yeah, you'll just sweep it under again.
You're either going to kill this animal or you're going to cut off its food supply.
Oh, someone's painted a shark on the poster.
That is a deliberate mutilation of a public service message.
No, it's the truth.
That's it. Goodbye. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with a man who's lining up to be a hot lunch. I'm going to see you later.
It's been an absolute twit.
What we are dealing with here is a perfect engine, an eating machine. The machine does is swim and eat and make little sharks. And that's all. Now why don't you take a long, close look at this sign? Those proportions are correct.
Love to prove that, wouldn't you? Get your name into the National Geographic.
I love that even the proportions are correct on the poster they just mocked up with a painted fin.
You might be able to save August.
August? For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and we will be open for business. It's going to be one of the best summers we've ever had. Do whatever you have to make them safe.
Cool. Close them then. Fine.
But those beaches will be open for this weekend.
The only way to keep them safe is to close them. Can't do anything else because that guy is, well, he's not boss over them, so... Fantastic. That picture emblazoned everywhere. They think they've caught the shark.
Swimming area. We've got to have help. Anybody with a gun or a boat.
Oh, darling, we'll have such a lovely day at the beach. Oh my God, where's my foot gone?
Operator, isn't there a phone on the island?
I do love the way they're predicting this. Everyone's sort of happy going about. No qualms in the world. And this is happening at the same time. They've just capitalized on people's deaths with all of this. I thought it was just a picture and a couple of shark souvenirs, but... Jesus.
Okay. What do you see?
Nothing here, Martin. And nothing on sonar.
Amity Island has long been known for its clean air, clear water, and beautiful white sand beaches. A cloud has appeared on the horizon, a cloud in the shape of a killer shark.
Well, at least the news is making everybody known to the fact that there's a killer shark. Everybody knows, but they're still not worrying about it because they think it's been caught.
Why aren't you in the water?
Everyone's too scared.
I'm trying to absorb
Nobody's going in.
I wonder why. Let's use you as bait. Oh no, not the kids as well. No, you're freaking mad. What are you doing? They're gonna be like, there's a family just got in the water. No. I know the guy wants to make it normal, but no. They're idiots.
When the other guys take the boat and put it in the pond instead.
No. You haven't got the kid. He's there running off. Please tell me the kid's going to be safe.
Anything? Thought I saw a shadow. Over.
Oh, I'm loving these shots with the looking from afar at the events happening. And again, we still haven't seen a shark attack.
I'm happy to repeat the news that we have in fact caught and killed a large predator.
Yes, but not the one.
But as you see, it's a beautiful day. The beaches are open, and people are having a wonderful time.
Everyone is safe.
Amity, as you know, means friendship.
Shark, just there. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, shark. Get out of the freaking water. That's great. Yeah, knock all the kids into the water.
Shark 350. Red one. Martin, get people out of the water.
So far, this is making me terrified. Going in the water. Frantic splashing, which will make it attack. Yep, there you go. Not the kids. No, not the kids. Don't, no. I am dreading every second that people are in there. Oh my god. It's madness. People are being dragged to safety on the beach. See, he's made it even worse. Instead of people just being there on the beach, kind of enjoying it, now they're just gonna run home. Michael, no. Wait, what?
You made me do it.
Let's move back, please. Give these people some air.
Shark!
They can't hear you.
Now what?
Michael's in the pond.
No! I'm all worried about Michael. And the people that were in there before. Okay, he's okay. He's there. Please stay there. Oh, but they're on a boat.
I'm doing it!
You guys okay over there?
No, you're about to be meat. No! Oh, shiitake mushrooms. That's terrifying. Run. Oh, thank you for that. Oh no. He's dead. He is dead. It's under the bridge. Surely it can go. Hit the bridge from below.
Michael!
Is he okay? I'm sorry. How did it get out of it alive? It didn't want any more meat, so it ran away. Well, swam away. But the little one is safe, though. That's a really nice shot.
Doctor said he's okay. Mild shock. He can go home in the morning.
Want me to bring anything from home? What about ice cream?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. I did not have coffee until I was a lot older than he is. So, brilliant. Oh, there's that idiot again.
Want to take him home?
Behind. It was the mayor. I think it is the mayor.
Like to New York?
No, home here.
So I thought they lived there. He said, oh, what, back to New York? He said, no, home here. They're staying there for the summer?
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
But he's the chief there.
Yeah, Penn, you know. Because you're going to do what you do best.
Sam.
I can hire a contractor.
I don't know if I can do that without...
I'm going to hire Quint to kill the shark.
in the town's best interest.
That's right, you were acting in the town's...
Yes, you were.
That's why you're going to sign this, and we're going to pay that guy what he wants.
Martin.
They'll fire him.
Well, that beats true.
Then why did you say, you dipstick? Why did you say, oh, go in the water then?
Sign it, Larry.
Thank God. Now quick, go hire the guy.
$200 a day, whether I catch him or not.
Here he is.
1 case of apricot brandy.
Oh, apricot brandy, yes please.
Champagne.
Wow. Oh, he doesn't, that guy is in love with that place. Sharks.
You try this. Made it myself. Pretty good stuff.
Strong stuff. Obviously, it's that bad. So he's got good track record.
Mr. Quinn! Mr. Quinn!
Don't drink that, and he still did it anyway.
You're gonna need an extra hand.
I'm talking about working for a living. I'm talking about sharking.
Well, I'm not talking about hooking some poor dogfish or sand shark.
Great white.
I haven't had to pass basic seamanship in a long time. You didn't say how short you wanted it. How's that?
I do not. Well, okay. You didn't need it?
You got a $5,000 net. You got $2,000 worth of fishing, and it looks like a kiddie scissor class has cut it up for a paper doll. You got city hands, Mr. Hooper. Counting money all your life.
All right.
Right. He's trying to prove that he...
I don't need this. I don't need this working class hero.
You know how to do this aboard the ship, are you, Mr. Quinn?
That's why he's been through the test of the rope and
Maybe I should go alone.
if you go alone, that's dangerous.
It's my party. It's my charter.
Yeah, all go together.
But it's my vessel. You're on board my vessel. Mate, master, pilot, and I'm captain.
Okay. I'd say all three of you go. That's the ideal team. All three go. One person who knows the sea, the other one who knows the sharks properly, like in detail. And obviously he knows the jaws and stuff. Jaws.
What are you, some kind of half-ass astronaut?
What are you, some kind of half-ass astronaut? Is that the cage? That is not going to hold it, I don't think.
Anti-shark cage.
That's not going to hold no shark.
You go inside the cage. Cage goes in the water. You go in the water, sharks in the water.
This is the bit from the thing.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish lady.
Cage, go in the water. You go in the water.
For to sail back to Boston, so never more shall we see you.
Love it. I love the sea, the nautical stuff, the shanties and all that kind of stuff.
What am I going to tell the kids?
Tell them I'm going fishing.
It's not a lie.
Break it up with it, Chief! Daylight's wasted! Don't get it right, Squirt! I throw your ass out the little round window on the side! Come on, this isn't no Boy Scout picnic, so you got your rubbers!
Oh, he's a laugh.
The funny of Mary Lee died at the age of 103. For 15 years, she kept her virginity. Not a bad record for this vicinity.
She's terrified. He's having a right laugh. He'll be okay. Hopefully. Oh, that's a great shot. Look at that.
The Mrs. Chief. If they don't like you going out, they'll love you.
I love the town where this was filmed. Oh, ominous. The red water ocean.
Keep that chum line going, Chief. We got 5 good miles on him.
Who's driving this boat?
Nobody. Ty.
Brilliant.
Time I got a 16-footer off Montauk. Had to stick 2 barrels in him. Nowadays, these kids, they take out everything. Radar, sonar.
That looks disgusting.
Electric toothbrushes.
You don't have to prove yourself to him.
This is compressed air.
What the hell kind of a knot was that?
You pull the wrong one. You screw around with these tanks and they're gonna blow up.
Yeah, it's also dangerous gear.
What's a shark's gonna do with it? Might eat it, I suppose. Seen one eat a rocking chair one time.
Well, if he eats it, it's going to blow up.
Brown eel comes out of the cave, swims into the hole, comes out of the hole, back into the cave again.
Ah, he's teaching him how to do the rope knots. It's quiet. Too quiet. Guys, I think we've got one. Tell them. Safety, just in case. Oh my god, he's bloody clipping himself into it as well.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
I got it!
Yep, there you go.
What? Get behind me.
Quick.
Hoover! Reverse her! Taking a hell of a lot of line!
He's going to be pulled off the boat in a second. Oh god, Chief, get away from the edge.
Reverse her!
Calling down the reel.
Hoover, you idiot! Starboard! Ain't you watching it? Oh, he ain't fooling me.
He's just yanking on it, wanting you to come towards him.
I don't know, Chief. I don't know if he's very smart and very dumb.
Unless it's not the shark. Trying to pull him overboard.
He's gone under the boat. I think he's gone under the boat.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's too easy. He ain't a smart, big fish.
Gonna try to overturn it.
I don't think so.
Put your gloves on. Put your gloves on, both of you.
One, try and hold this with me.
I'm ready to run out again.
Hey, Quinn, let it go.
Hey, Hooper. Maybe a big yahoo in the lab, but out here just...
Get away from the edge.
All right, you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. It's not a shark.
The wire's showing.
Oh, so it's not a shark. What is it then?
Give the Chief a hand, will you?
Right.
Great, they've just left the cheek. Don't go on the side of the boat, mate. Oh, he's going to be shark meat.
Maybe a marlin.
Yeah, just gave it to him.
It's definitely a game fish.
Just as is. Is Chief okay? Okay. He's okay. Are you okay?
Get through this piano wire. Don't you tell me my business again.
It's piano wire.
On the bridge.
That doesn't prove a damn thing.
Well, it proves one thing, Mr. Hooper. It proves that you wealthy college boys don't have the education enough to admit when you're wrong.
But he might be right about some of the bits. So aggravating.
Well, 12 minutes, south-southeast now.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, Jim.
Aye, aye, sir.
Hoover! Full throttle! Don't have to take this abuse much longer.
Yeah, he's really getting on his nerves now. Oh, look at that. Lovely shot. Yeah, I think they're playing around with each other, but
Ready?
it's a good vantage point.
Let Hooper take a turn.
Hooper drives the boat, Chief.
I know they're using that as bait, but oh, it's chum.
Stop playing with yourself, Hooper.
Oh god. Oh god, it's gonna come out.
Come on down and chum some of this.
Oh no. There, behind you. Oh, I just saw it. It's big.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Ah, that's it. There it is. You're gonna need a bigger boat. I've only known the line was there, not what it was from.
Shut up.
Holy hell, that is massive. Weird it came up though and it didn't attack or anything. Circling.
That's a 20-footer.
25.
Holy.
You're gonna need a bigger boat, right?
Oh, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
How do we handle this?
Tranquilizer darts or something? I don't think that'll work. Don't go out on the edge of the boat. Oh, a harpoon. Hey! I said earlier about a harpoon, didn't I?
Parker, come in.
I have Mrs. Martin Brody here.
Put her on.
Come on, Martin, move. Go to the end of the barrel.
Don't be standing on the edge, please.
Go further out. What for?
Bait.
I need to have something in the foreground to give it some scale.
Mate, this is not a photography session.
A couple of stripers. We'll bring them in for dinner. We won't be long. We haven't seen anything yet. Don't get out.
Brushing her off.
Martin, God damn it.
Not seeing anything, don't worry. Yeah, run back. I feel like you need something else other than just those barrels.
Come in. Get clear of the barrel.
Was that a Mayday signal?
Tie it up, will you?
Oh, shark dart, right.
Hurry it up now. Tie it on.
Oh, he's putting that on there so they'll be able to track where it is, right.
Hurry it up. He's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now.
Don't wait for me.
Oh, no, do it quick. You're going to be caught in it otherwise. Now?
Now!
Any later, you're going to get eaten as well.
Shoot!
Hey! What were you doing? You knew I had to get it. Let's see how long that barrel takes to bring him up.
Bingo!
I'm coming around again!
So is the barrel so that they can see it? Or is the barrel trying to slow it down? Or both? Oh, it's gone under. Great. It's a proper sea adventure, I love it. Oh, that shot. He's looking as if to go, told you so. But he's also on the edge. I don't like that. They're just taunting each other.
What do we do now? We win, right?
We've got one barrel on him, so we stay out here till we find him again.
Oh, I love that shot. The colour of the sky was gorgeous. And the ominous whistling.
Chief.
You'll be okay.
Don't you worry about it, Chief. It won't be permanent. Want to see something permanent? Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh.
Just put your hand underneath my cap. Just get a little lump. All on St. Paddy's Day, Boston.
He's drunk off his face.
I got that beat.
How? Oh, was that a
Some moray eel.
shot? Oh, right.
Fit right through my wetsuit. Can't extend that. You know why? Celebrating my third wife's demise. Big Chinese fella, he pulled me right off.
It's just like three buddies on the ocean now. Oh god, now what's he doing to outbeat him? What happened?
It's a bull shark.
Bit his leg.
When I was taking samples.
Scrape?
I got something for you.
That's more than a scrape. My whole leg's been taken off.
Tail.
Thresher?
It's a shark. Drink your leg.
I'll drink to your leg.
Okay, so we drink our legs.
Cheers.
I got the creme de la creme.
God, what's he done now?
You're wearing a sweater.
Right there. Mary Ellen Moffat. She broke my heart.
Jeez.
What's that one? That one there, on your arm.
What one?
Tattoo, I got that removed.
Don't tell me. Mother.
It could have been. Oh, was it?
That's the USS Indianapolis.
You were on the Indianapolis?
What happened? Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief.
Oh.
It was coming back.
Gone.
The island of Tinian Lady just delivered the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. 13-footer, you know. Tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was our bomb mission had been so secret, no distress signal had been sent.
Jesus.
They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief. Sharks come cruising. Shark comes to the nearest man, that man he start pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away.
Right.
You know the thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes.
So he's already...
Black eyes, like a doll's eye.
fought a shark?
When he comes at you, doesn't seem to be living.
From that Indianapolis thing?
Black eyes roll over white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. Ocean turns red and rip you to pieces.
God, oh, that was all of his friends as well.
Lost 100 men.
Oh my God.
I don't know how many sharks. Maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men. They average 6 an hour.
They didn't report it either, at first.
I thought he was asleep.
He was dead.
Reached over to wake him up. Bobbed up and down in the water. It was like a kind of top. Upended.
Eaten on the back.
He'd been bitten in half below the waist. Noon the 5th day, Mr. Hooper. Lockheed Ventura coming low, and 3 hours later, a big fat PBY comes down and starts to pick us up, waiting for my turn.
Oh God, knowing they're picked off one by one.
I'll never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went in the war, 316 men come out, the sharks took the rest.
That's the bit I was thinking about before.
We delivered the bomb.
Delivered the bomb, but you lost so many friends and colleagues along the way. Jeez, what's that noise? Is that the shark?
What's that?
It's a whale.
Oh.
You fair Spanish lady, show me the way to go.
This feels such like a natural scene. Feels too quiet till now.
By land or sea or foam.
It's like a lull. Sharky's back.
Show me the way to go home.
You should get your dart thing. Oh, shh. That's... Oh, look, Jesus Christ. Because you're making noise. Oh, my God. Oh, shh. A fire now.
Up around. Done.
Oh, great, now the lights are going out. What the hell?
Everybody on deck. He ate the light.
He ate the light.
What are you doing? Don't waste your time.
Careful. What's in that barrel, though? I presume just water or something. Or sand, maybe. What was that in the sky? Was that a shooting star? Yeah, it's shooting stars. It's because it's day for night shoot. So they're trying to make it look more like nighttime, I presume. That was a nice little touch in there. Nice little addition. Somehow they survived the night. How the hell are they not sunk?
Once again now.
Oh no. Oh, again.
What do you say, Chief?
Oh no, get off. But there's no beepy thing on it. Oh, it is there.
He's right under the keg.
Because it's not moving. I would not be putting that thing out there. That thing is going to bite that. Oh, and pull him over the edge. Don't.
Okay. When he runs, you drop that rope or you'll lose your hands. Foam's full of them. Hey, boy, give it to me a minute.
Someone might want to hold his feet. Both of their feet. Oh! Holy sh! That's what they were trying. That's what it was trying to do. No, blood from his hand.
Hard in that line, it'll foul us.
They'll smell the blood.
I'm gonna make a phone call. Hello, Mayday Orca.
Oh, Mayday. They kind of need it, to be fair.
Orca, do you read me? Coast Guard, this is the Orca.
What's he doing? What are you doing?
That's great.
What the
You're certifiable, Quint, you know that?
That was their only means of us.
Oh, boys.
I found it really scary. Like, it's just quite terrifying with not seeing the shark earlier. And then we did see it, which was cool. But it works here. Oh, they got it. There we go. Bingo.
Full throttle, get me right up alongside
Gotta love the adventure soundtrack to this.
5 degrees port now.
That thing could just swing around any second. You sure? Well, if you say so. Oh, that's terrifying. Love that. I just suppose they kind of want to shoot it to stop it dead. But
Leaving 2 barrels and he's going down again.
Jesus, that thing is it's made of steel. I know sharks' skins are thick. Wait, it's disattached them again. Why are they bobbing like that? Oh, they bobbing like that because it's dead underneath.
Hit the starboard. Easy.
Maybe, unless it's playing dead.
All right, gentlemen, snag him.
Is this a good idea? They were behaving differently. Now they're not.
Figure eight around the cleat. That's right, it'll lock itself off.
Oh no, no, that's gonna knock him over. The shark's doing it to toy with him, I think.
Stand clear.
Yeah, I think the shark's just toying with him. Oh my god. Cut the ropes. Give it one of those.
Back home, we got a taxidermy man.
Chuck one of those over with blood on it and it'll go with the chum all over it. That'll work.
Run him back! Look at that God, this one's working his way right up to us.
Get one of those massive barrel things into his mouth. Careful! Oh my god. Is the smoke where it's overworking the motor? Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna chop the rope. Yeah. Well, now they can't do anything. Let's hope the engine's not messed up as well. It's the only way they've got to get back.
Can't stay down with 3 barrels on it. Not with 3 barrels, he can.
We're gonna sink, aren't we?
Oh, pumping out the water. There you go. So they are slowly sinking, but
Yeah, you can with 3 barrels on him.
with a certain amount of water underneath, you can on board. Sorry, you can. That's ominous. They just disappeared. Oh god, he's gone under, hasn't he? Right underneath the deck, maybe.
You ever have one do this before?
No. Oh no, right underneath there. Oh god. Get away from there. Yeah. Yeah. That is massive. I knew it was a big shark, but
He's chasing us. I don't believe it.
back to shore?
Shallow water gonna throw him in and drown him.
I don't know if that'll work.
Have you ever had a great white do?
No.
That little boat is struggling.
Wait, don't put that much pressure on it.
It just puts more on it. It's gonna go bang.
God damn it!
Yep, it's gonna stop working. Oh god, it's not gonna stop, is it? And then I have to swim to shore. You're maxing out. Stop! Look, it's gonna blow up or set alight. It's like a real don't give a damn fisherman. Yeah, I'll do. Yep, the whole engine is falling apart. Oh no, here comes the shark. No! Oh, jeez! Is he okay? Oh, don't step in the water. Oh, that looks bad. They've got to swim, haven't they? Well, we're done for.
What exactly can you do with these things of yours?
Finally.
Pump 20 cc's of strychnine nitrate into him.
That's a good idea.
Little needle through his skin.
Into his mouth?
I could get him in the mouth or the eye.
Yeah, there you go. His mouth.
You got any better suggestions?
So he's going to get himself in the cage to do that in the mouth of the shark. Guy's crazy. I put more in than that little bit. Put a lot in. I still think worst case scenario is throw one of them at his mouth. It'll crunch down on it. The lingering shot on it. Is that what they actually do? That is very small. I don't feel comfortable with that.
Try to keep them off me until I'm lower.
I mean, they'll try. He is just bait for the shark. I'd say all they needed now was some bloody... But the shark can get to him through that massive gap in the top. Yeah, it's coming for you. Oh, now. Is it teasing him so it'll come straight out of nowhere? Yeah, here it comes. Oh, here it comes. I know it's going to come out of nowhere. I know it's coming out of nowhere. Here it is. Death from behind. Jesus. No. Get him up. He needs another one, doesn't he? Or has he got two? God, oh, great. There's a freaking hole in it as well. He is... Oh. There's no, it's just a death trap. And it's all open on... I thought it was all open on one side then. They should have had something getting him up again. Oh no! I thought he was dead there. I thought that was red blood. That's probably the shark. He is just in there now. He's had to swim for it. Oh, please tell me it goes right into that thing.
Bring him up now!
Throw that thing at him. Get up the top and throw the air. You're about to bring up the shark, mate. I would move away from that edge. Yeah. All the way.
It's giving way!
Move. Get out of the way. Get up.
Got it?
And they're gonna see it's all broken open and think he's dead. Oh my god. See, when it does this, it's caught on the edge. Now, put the thing in its mouth. Come on. Yes, that, yes. No. No, not him. No. No! Get the thing. Oh, that thing is so... Oh. No, he's dead. That thing though was so effective, that massive animatronic. See, look at the thing is there. Right in this corner, that's what I would do. Because it's coming back. Yep, there it is. That looks like a real shark with the eye. Like moving slightly. Yes! Was I right all along? Yeah, dude, if you're gonna chuck that in his mouth, it's gonna blow up in your face. Hot duck. Please let there be a massive explosion in it. Great. That didn't kill it. Ah, brilliant idea. Trying to think where I know this tune from. That da 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 da. Oh, it's hopeless. Or shoot the thing, pierce it. I feel so real, like the shark.
Alright, come on. Show me the tank.
Wait, is that more than one? No, it's not. It's just a giant one. Yeah, he's saying, show me the tank so he can shoot it. Come on. Little glint of silver. Get close.
Blow up! Smile, you son of a...
Yes! Saved his life. Oh, lovely. Chunks of shark everywhere. Yeah, so I thought, put it in his mouth and it would chomp down on it and it would blow up. Obviously not. Because it didn't bite down on it. It just went into his mouth. Oh, there we go. Thank God he is alive. Still. Hey! Oh, he's not going to pretend to be a shark, is he? Pull at his leg. I won't be out there though, still in the water like that. I'll be trying to get back.
Quint. No.
He died. I'd say trying to save them, but... that's how they get in. It's very realistic as well because you've got the birds feeding on the fish meat.
I used to hate the water.
Now he hates it for another reason. That was really good. Where do I know that tune from though? Maybe I've just heard it over the years from this film. Bum, 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 bum. Live shark footage filmed by Ronan someone Taylor, sorry. Fantastic. More than fantastic. That the suspense and tension of there's a shark out there somewhere and it's a killer shark. It's slowly picking people off one by one. If there's a big rumble in the water, you know, it senses it kind of thing. That whole tension, I still do think it was more scary not seeing the shark. I find that with a lot of monster type films, that it's always scarier not seeing the thing. Kind of like with the film Cloverfield, where we don't necessarily see it really, kind of see it slightly at places. Obviously it's revealed at some point, but it works not seeing it though at first. It's very mysterious and really creepy because you don't know, is it a shark? Is it really going to be a shark, or is it going to be this other thing as well? But even just knowing that it would be a shark is scary enough because you don't know where it is, what's going to happen. It's the fear of the unknown. I really like that. I can see why it's people's favourite film. Can't fault it whatsoever. I loved the three guys, the main guys. See, I would say that was completely different to what I thought, but it wasn't. That was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And I loved it. I loved it for it. I now think if I am ever going to be going to a waterside area, I am definitely going to be nervous about going near the water. Even though I like the sea, I like the ocean and that, yeah, a little bit afraid of like the sharks and stuff. And as much as I want to live near the sea, I don't want to live near a great white shark that might eat people. So it's really enjoyed some of the cinematography in there as well. One of the shots that stands out to me on the beach scene, apart from the contra zoom shot, which if you didn't know is where the camera moves in and the camera lens itself zooms out. It's a really cool shot. But I knew of that one shot from ages ago when I was in college, and we were talking about contra zooms and talking about cinematography and stuff, and one of the examples was that shot from Jaws. Again, I didn't know anything else about the film, but I knew that one shot. That was the only shot I'd seen of it, and I knew that it was on a beach somewhere and he was looking out terrified. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you so much for requesting it. Definitely one of my favourites of that kind of film that I've seen in a long time. Really good. And I was worried about his kids for a lot of the film as well, if they were going to be okay. When his son was out on the water and his other son was on the beach area, I thought, oh God. Then there was the other shots on the boat, and you had the sunset behind him, behind the fisherman type guy. I'm terrible with names, so this is how I explain who they are. There was also the shot near the beginning as well, another sunset shot, sorry, sunrise shot, I think that one was. But yeah, wonderfully told with all of the eeriness surrounding the shark itself. Yeah, what we're going to do in a minute is we're going to get into the trivia. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm so nervous at the end when he was in the shark cage. Idiotic move though, going in that smaller cage with that massive shark. That's just signing a death warrant. It's just, what are you doing? But that moment I was so pleased, you know, when I realised about the canister thing. When I realised that was there, I was like, oh, just grab one of those and just shove it in his mouth. When he said about it blowing up and then they lingered on the shot, and I was like, yes, something's going to happen with that one, because that's filmmaking. You linger a bit there, the audience then gets a twig and like, oh wait, that might come in handy. I can't believe the mayor or head of the council, wherever he was, can't believe he decided to be like, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll keep the beach open. Yeah, people have died, but what's going to happen? People will die. You know, people are still going to die. And then he said his kids were on the beach as well. If your children are on the beach, don't open it. Don't even take them there, just in case. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'll put them on the beach because I don't think it's going to happen. Just don't do it. Simple. And yeah, there were so many dangers there that they just kind of ignored. Just went, it'll be fine. Don't worry. Getting that guy from the council's board to go out onto the water with his wife and family. Are you nuts? Are you crazy? Thank God they didn't get killed, but it feels like they probably would have if they were out there for any longer. I'm surprised that none of them did get attacked. That was my my little review of it, of what I thought. I'll probably say some more anyway as we go through the trivia. But yeah, let's now dive into the trivia. So apparently, several decades after the film's release, Lee Fierro, who played the little boy's mum, Alex Kintner's mum, but Lee Fierro walked into a seafood restaurant and noticed an Alex Kintner sandwich on the menu. She commented that she had played his mother many years ago. Jeffrey Voorhees, owner of the restaurant, ran out to meet her. He had played her son, and they hadn't seen each other since the original movie shoot. How amazing is that? So many years later, she supposedly just happens to walk into this restaurant, and it just happens to be the very same restaurant that her on-screen son owns in modern day. Apparently, according to director Steven Spielberg, the prop arm, the one that's sticking out of the sand at the beginning, the prop arm looked too fake in the scene where Chris's remains are discovered, so instead they buried a female crew member in the sand with only her arm exposed. See, they were able to get around things like that so easily, just like, well, okay, right, that doesn't look real, grab someone in quick. That's very quick thinking on behalf of Steven Spielberg. And instead of him going, oh god, we're gonna have to get another prop, what do we do? Do we get another prop? It's effective showing it. When composer John Williams originally played the score for director Steven Spielberg, Spielberg laughed and said, that's funny, John, really, but what did you really have in mind for the theme of Jaws? Spielberg later stated that without Williams' score, the movie would have only been half as successful, and according to Williams, it jump-started his career. Oh, according to writer Carl Gottlieb, Roy Scheider ad-libbed the line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat."
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I had no idea that line was ad-libbed. And that's such an iconic line now. Everybody thinks of "You're gonna need a bigger boat" and immediately thinks Jaws alongside it, because I always knew that that was from Jaws, because I've constantly seen that. Friends have said it, films have mentioned it, adverts have even mentioned it, or they've referenced something similar to it, and it's meant to be referencing that. Oh, this is a fact I think I heard about years ago, and it's kind of what made me realise that Jaws was as big as it was, and realising that a lot of people probably saw this as one of their first big films in the cinema, hence why it's a lot of people's favourites, because apparently over 67 million people in the US went to see this film when it initially released in 1975, making it the first summer blockbuster. Because we always think of blockbusters as these big films that everyone would go and see, but we don't really think about, oh, what was the first one that became that big blockbuster type film? Oh, this was apparently a novel by Peter Benchley. 1974 novel by Peter Benchley. It tells the story of a great white shark that terrorizes a beach resort town. Yeah, I didn't know this was originally a novel.
I had been thinking for years about a story about a shark that attacks people and what would happen if it came in and wouldn't go away, and I hadn't done anything with it really. And then in 1964, I read a story about a shark fisherman off Long Island who caught a 4,550-pound great white shark off the beaches of Long Island. And I thought, wow, what would happen if one of these things came in and wouldn't go away? And again, I didn't do anything about it until 1970 or 71, when a publisher finally said, that's an interesting story, I'll pay you a couple of dollars if you'll put it on paper. So that's how the idea began.
That's something, though, would that pair well? Like, would that pair well to a book? I mean, you can describe things. Have you guys read the book? Let me know if you've read it. Does the film hold up to the book, or is the film better because we see it in a visual way? Because I feel like that kind of film would be better as a film because of seeing it visually, because a lot of it is visual and not so much spoken, with seeing the shark and that. But I can see also that you would get a lot of tension within the writing in a novel as well, because you can explain all the little feelings and all of the tense air that's surrounding the boat.
Peter Benchley did a very good adaptation of his own novel, and then Peter kind of turned it over to me and said, here it is, and do with it what you want. And at that point, I didn't quite know what to do with it, because it wasn't the movie I wanted to make next, and I quite didn't know the movie I wanted to make from the novel Jaws, except I knew about the third act. I knew about the first act. I just didn't know about the second act, which was going to be about a 60-page second act. And I remember sitting down and writing the script myself and doing an entire draft myself from beginning to end, which I haven't shown to very many people. And I don't even think I have it anymore. But I remember a few of the scenes did survive the movie and wound up in the film. But it was more of an exercise for me to become familiar with what I wanted Jaws to become.
Okay, so I've pre-read this bit of trivia, and controversially, I kind of understand why. I don't think they should have done it, but I understand why this thing was originally going to be done. So, originally, Steven Spielberg was not the director of Jaws. That's not the bit I'm thinking of, but just wait. The first director, Dick Richards, was fired after a meeting with producers and studio executives. In the meeting, he said that his opening shot would have the camera come out of the water to show the town. Then, the whale, instead of the great white shark, would come out of the water. The producers said that they were not making Moby Dick and that they would not work with someone who did not know the difference between a whale and a shark. But see, this is where I am thinking that may have worked, though. And it isn't why we're showing the whale at the beginning of the film. This is Jaws. This is about a great white shark that is terrifying and attacks this town and the people that go into the water. But I think he was trying to do that as being quite subversive. He was trying to put audiences into that moment like that we see in the film itself, where we, as a POV shot, we're with the camera looking out as if we are the shark. So we're swimming, dun, 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 whatever it's going to be, the music wise. See the title Jaws, blah, 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 like we do in the film. And then slowly the camera comes out of the water. And as the camera comes out of the water, it's still kind of, verite, it's still acting a bit like it does in the film. And we just see this shot of the town and it's got the eerie music playing. And then it reveals itself that it's the whale. That's it. Somehow there's another shot from above that shows it's the whale. We hear a noise and people look out and it's a whale that's there. And they're like, oh, it's a whale. And then the tension dies down and you go, oh my God. But that gives you this haunting, eerie feeling that something is weird and something is going on, and we know that it's meant to be a shark, but that's a fake out, and that it's not actually the shark this time round. I feel like that would be a good way to start it. I don't think he was trying to get confused between a whale and a shark. Composer John Williams conducted the orchestra during the 1976 Academy Awards, so when it was announced that he won the Oscar for Best Score, he had to run up to the podium to accept his Oscar and then run back down to continue conducting the orchestra. That's brilliant.
John Williams, the Jaws.
I'm a grateful man. Thank you very much.
Although if you're being nominated for something, I understand he was hired to do that role in the orchestra there, but just don't do it for a minute. I'm sure they'll be fine, or just don't play the music for a minute. Kind of feels like they should have given him, not given him that job, especially if he was nominated for something. If he wasn't nominated, I could understand it.
I think Jaws was the first film that I did where I was really crazy about the film. I thought it was a marvelous film. So I remember the first day I played, Steven said, what do we do for the shark? And I just played an octave E on the piano and then E and then F and repeated them and accelerated them and so on. And he said something like, you think that'll work? You gotta be kidding, it's so simple.
Oh, wow. I kind of got this feeling whilst I was watching the film. I know they play it into the characters quite a lot, especially the scene within the hut where the guy's got all the jaws all over the wall, the shark jaws all over the walls. And we see the anger between Richard Dreyfuss's character and Robert Shaw's character. Apparently that anger stuff, that tension between them, was real. Apparently they could not stand each other and the two argued all the time, which resulted in some good tension between Hooper and Quint. Dreyfuss later refuted that the two hated each other and said they only had one major disagreement on set. I personally think that they did have a bit of a falling out, or at least that scene, they're either incredibly good actors, which they are good actors anyway, but they're either incredibly good actors because that felt very real, or they did actually hate each other, at least a little bit. Director Steven Spielberg said that when he first read the novel, he found himself rooting for the shark because the human characters were so unlikable. Oh, here's a really interesting bit of information, okay? This is about Robert Shaw. Although respected as an actor, Robert Shaw's trouble with alcohol was a frequent source of tension during filming. In later interviews, Roy Scheider described his co-star as a perfect gentleman whenever he was sober. All he needed was one drink, and then he turned into a competitive SOB. According to Carl Gottlieb's book, The Jaws Log, Shaw was having a drink between takes, at which one point he announced, "I wish I could quit drinking." Much to the surprise and the horror of the crew, Richard Dreyfuss simply grabbed Shaw's glass and tossed it into the ocean. Shaw then allegedly bullied Dreyfuss for the rest of the shoot, offering him $1,000 to climb the 70-foot mast of the boat and jump into the ocean, repeatedly calling Dreyfuss a coward whenever he refused. On one day, Shaw sprayed him with a fire hose, causing an enraged Dreyfuss to storm off, saying, "That's it, I don't want to work with you anymore. Go F yourself." When it came time to shoot the infamous USS Indianapolis scene, Shaw attempted to do the monologue while intoxicated, as it called for the men to be drinking late at night. Yes, nothing in the take could be used. But some of the reason I felt like I couldn't understand it was because they seemed like they were drunk. And it was the slurring of the words and the mumbliness. Apparently a remorseful Shaw called Steven Spielberg late that night and asked if he could have another try. The next day of shooting, Shaw's electrifying performance was done in one take. Oh my God. It's such a powerful scene.
The SS Indianapolis was top secret when Peter wrote the book. So it wasn't in it. He would have used it, I think. And then before the making of the film, it had been unclassified and Steven used it.
The world learned of the USS Indianapolis through Jaws.
Okay, so this is something that was said to be real, but has now been proven to be fake. So according to the making of Jaws from 1995, the documentary, the shooting star, the one that I mentioned about, I went, oh wow, that's really cool that they added that in as a little detail. Apparently the shooting star that appears during the night scene at 1:36:05 into the film, as Brody loaded his revolver, was real, not an optical effect. However, years later, it has been shown that it is indeed added in post. See, for me, the reason why I thought, oh, it's fake, is because it doesn't move like the rest of the scene. It almost drops frames. It's slightly stuttery. It looks like it has been animated into the shot. Yeah, apparently the scene where they are visible was shot during the day with a filter over the lens. That is exactly what I said for most of the film. It was like, oh, day for night shots. Yeah, to make it look like nights, there was a filter over the lens, yeah. And therefore would not have shown a shooting star. Exactly. In addition to this, a shooting star has been one of Spielberg's calling cards in numerous movies. It has been, yes, from the ones I've seen. Wow. This whole piece of information went from a complaint and just flipped itself on its head to being, it almost was never done. The film was almost never done without this information. So, apparently, during the scene when Quint, Hooper and Brody are loading up the Orca, a small grey shack with a red door can be seen to the left of Quint's place. It belonged to an actual resident who at first was ticked off with the production because mist from the spray paint used on Quint's facade wound up floating onto his boats. When he discovered what was really going on and how naive the crew was about fishing and boating, he offered to assist them in the production. His equipment and expertise became so useful to them that without him, the film might never have been completed. He even became the role model that Robert Shaw chose to use for his gruff fisherman character. And though he was well paid for his services, Lynn Murphy never received credit, whether on or off screen, for the essential part he played in making the classic. Well, if he's never received credit, and I'm sure someone out there has given him credit by now, but if no one else has, then absolutely fantastic, Lee Murphy. Thank you so much for all of your help on making this film and for putting your expertise to such good use to actually make this film end up being completed. This is interesting. Apparently, and this feels oddly stupid for the film to have potentially come out at this time. So apparently the film, even though it was opened on June 20th, 1975, it was originally supposed to be released to theatres Christmas 1974. Who releases like a film about summer, about the 4th of July, about this deadly shark attack around Christmas? I understand that it's something completely different. Maybe you're not into Christmas, maybe you want something, a very different kind of big film to go and see. But the fact that they chose Christmas to release a film like that feels so strange, because that film is very summer. I know it might not have been their fault, because trying to schedule films in for certain times can be a pain. A lot of other people can have the spaces, so sometimes they have to either switch it around. It's just not very difficult to, place a movie where you would like it to be released. At least I've heard anyway. But yeah, back in 1975, summer was traditionally when the worst movies were dumped into theatres. Okay, I didn't know that, so that's why. Alright, so I think the reason why the worst movies would always come out in the summer is because Americans typically enjoyed the outdoors instead. Yeah, apparently the film was so good, beachgoers actually flocked to see it, and the movie became the highest grossing film of all time up until that point. It became the first film to gross over $100 million in theatrical rentals, which is the figure the studio nets from the North American box office after the movie theatres take their cut. Roughly half the box office gross, and thus the summer blockbuster was born. Okay, I had to look this up because I just saw a bit of trivia that mentioned about the shark's name. So apparently director Steven Spielberg named the shark after his lawyer, Bruce. What does that name with a shark mean to you guys? To me, it immediately makes me think of Finding Nemo. The shark, name's Bruce.
Name's Bruce.
So, did a bit of digging, found out that apparently Finding Nemo does name the shark Bruce as a reference to Jaws. Oh, apparently the scene where the head pops out from the hole in the boat was not originally scripted. Director Steven Spielberg says he got greedy after he saw the preview audience's reaction to the scene where the shark jumps out behind Brody's head and wanted one more scare. Evil. That scene got me. I thought though that it was going to be a shark or some kind of big fish that was just going to go through the hole, and now that's how it was going to scare us. Didn't expect it to be a head. Right, okay. Roy Scheider stated in an interview that in the scene where Lee Fierro, Mrs. Kintner, smacks him in the face, she was actually hitting him. Apparently the actress could not fake a slap, and so the 17 takes were some of the most painful of Roy Schneider's acting career. Also, Lee Fierro stated in several interviews that in one of the takes, when she slapped Roy Schneider, his glasses fell off. So that goes to show that she wasn't hitting him lightly. That was a fairly big old slap. Oh, interesting. So apparently even though director Steven Spielberg considered Charlton Heston for the role of Brody, both Heston and Universal Studios showing great interest, the main reason Spielberg decided against Heston was because of his heroic roles in his current spate of movies, specifically Earthquake from 1974, which was nearing the end of filming during casting. With Heston also under consideration for the starring role in Airport, Spielberg reasoned that if Heston would have been cast, it signifies to the audience that the shark has virtually no chance against this larger-than-life hero. I can completely see where he's coming from with that, because it would be just in the back of people's minds whilst they were watching it. Oh wow, so I had to look this up because I was wondering where it was set, where the film was for the real location. It was Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, and I saw the name Martha's Vineyard for this bit of trivia, and I was going, but that just sounds like it's just a vineyard, or just a place. What do they mean? What scene was that specifically from? And I thought, I'll look it up. Yeah, after looking it up, it has revealed the actual location of the place is called Martha's Vineyard. The town is Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. The reason Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts was used as Amity Island, primarily because 12 miles out to sea, the sandy bottom was still only 30 feet down, allowing the mechanical shark to function. And apparently residents were paid $64 to scream and run across the beach as extras. So they were actually the residents of Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, which is absolutely amazing. I want to move there. It looks that good. And you know me, I love seaside village towns, harbour towns, fishing villages, that kind of thing. That's my thing. That's where I want to live. And it just looks so beautiful. According to director Steven Spielberg in the DVD making of documentary, his original idea for introducing Quint was to have him in the local movie theatre watching Moby Dick. None other than Moby Dick. He wanted Quint to be watching the film Moby Dick from 1956, starring Gregory Peck. Quint was to be sitting at the back of the theatre laughing so loudly at the absurd special effects of the whale, sounds very much like his character, that he drove the other viewers to exit the theatre. Eventually, Quint would be discovered sitting by himself. Spielberg says that the only thing that stopped him from doing that scene was Gregory Peck himself, who held part of the movie's rights. When Spielberg approached him for permission to use the footage, Peck turned him down, not because he thought it was a bad idea to use the film that way, but because Peck did not like his performance in Moby Dick and did not want the film to be seen again. He's got every right. That is a film that he starred in. If he doesn't like the work particularly, then yeah, doesn't have to give permission. Oh, so I don't know if there's footage that has survived this. I'll explain. An accident during filming caused the Orca to begin sinking. Director Steven Spielberg began screaming over a bullhorn for a nearby safety boat to rescue the actors. John R. Carter, already up to his knees in water on the sinking Orca, held up his Nagra tape recorder above his head and screamed, "F the actors, save the sound department!" During the accident, the film camera was submerged, so its film, still submerged in seawater, was assumed to be ruined. However, once it was realised that developing solution is saline, the film was flown to a New York film lab and technicians didn't lose any of it. The accident is described starting at 1 hour 30:07 in The Making of Jaws on the 30th anniversary edition DVD. Apparently 3 mechanical sharks called Bruces were made, each with specialised functions. One shark was open on the right side, one was open on the left side, and the third was fully skinned. Each shark cost approximately $250,000. Holy mother of God, that is a lot of money. And to have 3 of them? During pre-production, Steven Spielberg brought his friends Martin Scorsese, George Lucas, and John Milius to the effects shop where the 25-foot-long Bruce, the shark, was being constructed. Lucas said, "If you can get half of this on film, you will have the biggest hit of all time." Lucas even stuck his head in the shark's mouth to see how it worked, and, as a joke, Milius and Spielberg snuck to the controls to make the jaw clamp shut on Lucas's head. Oh no! Unfortunately, and rather prophetically, considering the later technical difficulties the production would suffer, the shark malfunctioned and Lucas got stuck in the mouth of the shark. Oh, that's terrifying. I mean, yeah, you can probably, take it apart and get your head out, etc. So it's not going to be in there forever, but that's still the fact that you can't get out of it. When Spielberg and Milius were finally able to free him, the 3 men ran out of the workshop because, as Milius later said, "We knew we'd broken something expensive." Oh, Brody's dog in the movie was actually Steven Spielberg's real dog, Elmer. That's such a lovely name for a dog as well. I wondered if there was a significance to the name Orca. I thought maybe it was an in name for something. I know what an orca is, but I thought there was a specific reason behind it. So, there kind of is, and it kind of relates to both things that I just said. Quint's boat's name is Orca. Being a shark hunter by profession, Quint knows that orcas, traditionally known as killer whales, are the only known predator of the great white. That makes perfect sense, because they're hunting the great white. So there you go. In the actual Jersey Beach attacks from sharks in 1916, which Brody and Hooper mention in the film, the sequence of attacks is similar to that of the film. A swimmer in the surf, a dog, a boy, and the leg of a man in a tidal slough. Oh, Robert Shaw ad-libbed the line, "Here lies the body of Mary Lee," after director Steven Spielberg prompted him to give Brody's wife, when they were on the dock, a hard time. Asked later where he quoted that from, as it would require getting a license and release from the author to be used in the film, Shaw said that was unlikely, as it was off of an old grave marker in Ireland. Apparently Steven Spielberg observed at the test screening that the first surprise appearance of the shark got the biggest scream from the audience. However, after he then reshot it with Ben Gardner's boat and surprise appearance of his head, that scene then got that biggest scream, while the appearance of the shark received half the reaction it used to. Spielberg said it taught him a lesson that a movie can only have one major scare moment, because afterwards the audience will be on guard against the film. So an early cut of the film originally had the pop-up shark scare, you know, where he comes out of the water behind Brody, and they had that shark scare almost immediately before his line saying, "You're going to need a bigger boat," because the audiences were screaming so much in their first watch of that in the early cut of the film. It apparently drowned out him saying that one line, so they extended the film by 10.6 meters or 35 feet of film. It's nice that they did that and added that in. It shows that they cared about what people were thinking. Oh wow. The novel and the film have been criticised for misrepresenting sharks, which in reality rarely attack humans, and are overall not as vengeful as portrayed. Oh, speaking of Peter Benchley, apparently he played the interviewer in the film. The one that was on the beach doing the presenting, talking about what happened, the incident, and that's Peter Benchley, the writer of Jaws. Wow, this was the highest grossing film of all time in the US until Star Wars A New Hope in 1977. Oh, so in regards to the issues that they were having with the shark, apparently, despite reports to the contrary, Bruce was actually tested in water before it arrived on Martha's Vineyard and worked perfectly. However, the tests were done in the non-saltwater tank at Universal Studios. Once it was placed in actual ocean water, the salt wreaked havoc with the shark's controls. That's how they shot that scene. You know, the bit at the beginning with the girl moving around in the water really fast as she's being attacked? There were apparently 2 300-pound weights attached to Susan Backlany that were being tugged by 2 groups of crewmen on shore. Yeah, one group would pull right and the other would pull left. It took 3 days to film that sequence. Oh, this is interesting, and this kind of helps what I said about it feeling more tense and more terrifying without seeing the shark when we didn't see it. Apparently the first day of filming, the model shark was used and it sank to the bottom of the ocean. I don't know how true that is, but it says it needed a great deal of maintenance and didn't appear very terrifying. Spielberg recalled, "I had no choice but to figure out how to tell the story without the shark," and he reasoned that it's what we don't see which is truly frightening. Just like I said, the less we see it, the more frightening it becomes, because it's the fear of the unknown. And I know what you're probably thinking by that phrase, fear of the unknown. It's living in the walls. Oh, right. So the whole cage scene. Apparently when the shark attacks Hooper's cage, there's live footage of a real great white with a rope hanging from its mouth. This shark's mouth is clearly much smaller than the shark's mouth when it attacks the boat moments later. These scenes were filmed by noted shark photographers Ron Taylor and Valerie Taylor, with the help of shark expert Rodney Fox specifically for the movie. Because the great white sharks they filmed would be smaller than the mechanical shark in the movie, they constructed a smaller version of Hooper's shark cage. Inside the cage they alternately used a small mannequin or a little person. One of the sharks they attracted got caught in the cage's cables and tore it apart trying to escape. The footage was so good that they changed the script to reflect the destroyed cage and Hooper escaping by hiding on the ocean floor. Was he meant to have died in that bit then? However, the small person used in the scene refused to go back in the miniature cage, which was damaged in the incident. Okay, I don't know if this one is true or not, but apparently to create the sound of a drowning woman during post-production, Susan Backlany was positioned, head upturned, in front of a microphone, while water from above was poured down into her throat. Minus the cloth. Feels a little bit like waterboarding. I don't know. Ooh, a little bit of filming knowledge. Steven Spielberg wanted to film the aquatic scenes relatively close up to resemble what people would see while swimming. Cinematographer Bill Butler devised new equipment to facilitate marine and underwater shooting, including a rig to keep the camera stable regardless of a tide, and a sealed submersible camera box. Wait. There's other Jaws movies? I have never heard of these. Oh yeah, and of course, Jaws 19 as well. Forgot about that one. Yeah, you know, the film that they advertised in Back to the Future. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. Also, don't forget that at the end of every single film reaction or most of them anyway, I like to give you guys a little secret phrase which basically lets me know and it lets you know that you've watched to the very end of this video, and yeah, it's a good way to kind of secretly communicate that together. So the phrase for this video is going to be "don't go in the water." So yes, if you want to let me know secretly that you got to the end of this video, then pop down in the comments "don't go in the water." Today's video sponsor, which is Surfshark VPN, and genuinely they have come massively in handy, because watching things like Disney Plus, Netflix and that wouldn't be the same, because with Surfshark VPN I'm able to get access to content, to films, to shows from other countries that I just would not be able to because of region locking shows and films, etc. I need a VPN to do that, and that's where Surfshark came in massively handy. I'd used them before, I really trust what they do, and so I reached out to them and they happily obliged. All you need to do is, once you've signed up for Surfshark VPN, then go and download the browser extension, and then you just need to switch your location to any of the countries around the world that are on the list. Then, like me, you'll be able to access any of the content, any of the shows, the films that you like to at your heart's content. It will also hide your location and your data as well. Now here is something that I found out the other day, and it blew my mind that this was even a feature. For any one of you that really wants to block YouTube adverts, you can do with Clean Web 2.0. You just need to go into the settings and turn on Clean Web. Plus also this gives you the other benefits of data breach alerts and malware alerts as well. And yes, this is all packaged into every single Surfshark subscription. The alerts I just mentioned will also come in handy for public Wi-Fi, because companies and individuals can easily find your information. But don't worry, Surfshark does protect all your information by encrypting it and masking what you do and where you do it from. If there is a data breach and your data does fall into the wrong hands, Surfshark will warn you and protect you. You guys know how much research I do into films and shows when I watch them, and for the trivia sections afterwards and just looking up information and that. It really helps to have that VPN there. If you'd like to try out Surfshark VPN for yourselves, you can do with the code Movies with Marty to get up to 87% off, making it less than £2 or just over $2, which is a coffee priced offer for a premium VPN. Plus you get 4 months for free, a money back guarantee and 24/7 support too. Thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video, and also thank you to you guys for checking out Surfshark today. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video guys. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see the full uncut reactions to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page, or you can check it out over on YouTube members as well. Wherever you'd like to see it, then feel free to. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you've got to this point, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. But have an amazing day. Take care, guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I certainly think that all of us went through a survival adventure together, the entire crew and cast and myself. And I have very, very good memories in many respects to the making of Jaws, but I have many more bad memories. Memories that still haunt my nightmares, still wake me up sweating. But the bottom line is I'm grateful. Time will only tell, when Jaws will fade from the collective memory. But I think as long as there are sharks in the sea, and as long as there are oceans and bodies of water, as long as there are kids with imagination who like to torture and scare each other, Jaws is going to be probably around for a long time.
If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burrow, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattersall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sassy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Sue Pro, Naja and Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, Caitlin, Analytical Guy, Maria Torres, and Cliff Adams. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.